remember when we played against the Chargers when Keenan McCardell hit you in the back?
No, I don't recall that at all.
Oh, I shared.
I think
you did black out.
I went native or Coach Cowher or something.
Oh my goodness, a Tasmanian devil when Keenan McCardell hit Troy blatantly in the back. It went from Troy being just Troy to Troy being I got blood in my eyes and I'm looking for you. I heard Troy 14 and done because that was Keenan McCardell's 14th year. And one thing about Troy, he always emphasized protecting the integrity of the game. You know what I mean? And some things that happen in the flow of the game, but he literally hit Troy in the back for no reason. Man, Troy said 14 and done. And the rest of the guys on the field heard Troy. It was like, who got Troy fired up? Oh, it's always definitely on now. Man, it went from 0 to 60 real quick. In the next play, if you think I'm lying, go back and watch James Harrison interception. When James Harrison caught the interception, watch number 43. Watch what he did out there. Pat Pete, when I tell you he got hold of, I don't know if it was a running back or a fullback, and when he got hold to them and drove them into the ground and put his helmet, that Rydell, in their chin.
Right.
Somebody pissed Troy off. We all pissed off for no reason. It's just like that's what it was. Like, we don't even know if Troy was right or wrong. But if he pissed off, guess what? We all pissed off. And 55 was already looking for a reason to be pissed off anyway.
Right.
One thing that I always admired about our team is, there is definitely a level of respect and integrity that you got to have on the field. But man, like, we're still human beings the lines don't end outside the out of bounds.
Yeah.
So one thing that I admire about some of our team, man, there's been several of our teammates, man, that you had to pull off buses. The opposing team's buses. Because, that's the level of like brotherhood. Like if you mess with us, man, we're going to take this to the streets. One of our teammates caught another guy at a casino in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? So like,
I know what it is.
Like,
I'm not going to say the name, but I know what it is.
Much deeper than just the game. And it's just funny, man, that level of connection, respect, protection that we always had at each other. It was deeper than just, man, I'm gonna get a good hit on you. It was like, this is. But here's one thing I'll say after that. I also realized, man, when I lost it. But man, coming about 5 plays later, I'm like, I was exhausted. Then after the game, I went up to Keenan. I was like, man, please forgive me. I was like, I said some things that were really terrible. He's like, don't worry about that, man.
That was the first time I ever heard Troy curse. That's why I knew he blacked out. San Diego, 14 and done, you're 14 and done. And that's a little Michael Jackson came by because, he had that soft-spoken voice, but he was angry. Angry man came. I was like, oh, shoot. Boy, it's really about to go live. It's about to go down. It went down too, Pat Pete. It went down, but that's how we work.
One time when we were playing against Baltimore, I got into a little scuffle, man. And I always wore a cross underneath my jersey and uniform.
Yep.
And at the end of the game, man, one of the coaches, actually against the Ravens, one of the coaches came over and like gave me that cross and was like, hey, I know this belongs to you. And then to me, it was like, oh man, I better apologize now. It was always, I think there is a certain level of integrity and respect. That's one thing that I always loved about football is, you're on the verge of a street fight. And there's a certain level of composure. There's a certain level of violence that you have to always ride that fine edge. And it's a constant battle for especially professionals, man, to find that edge.